welcome to the Young Forager. Today you're going to be talking about bees. Yes, bees. Not something else but bees. So, my mum and dad took me to see this bee man, and he's really kind. And we found loads of bees, and you could hold them, but obviously we had gloves, protective gloves, just in case, and suits, things, you know, just in case. But you could hold them, and they were actually so kind. I was just holding like 10 of them in my hand. They were just all over me. So that was so cute too. And I just want to show you what's the difference between a wasp's or hornet's nest and a bee's nest. So first we're going to do the hornets. So this is a wasp's. So what they do is technically they chew wood anywhere, any wood. They chew it, and they put it in their mouth and leave it in the mouth until they go to their nest, and then they spit it out and flatten it out to make that. But this is a hornet's nest. Hornets are much bigger than wasps, but they do the same thing for their nests. Hornets, wasps. So, now we're going to be moving on to bees. So, bees are quite not delicate. Those are really delicate, but these, which are bees, aren't that delicate, I guess. But they still are tiny bit. So, what bees do is got like, I think they got like these little tubes, and they squirt stuff out of them. It might sound disgusting, but trust me. They squirt stuff out of them and put it in their mouth, and then chew it really, hard to make it liquid, and spit it out just like the wasps. And then they also flatten it out like that. But you would think bee nests go like this, or like that, or like that, or that. But no, they go down like this. So, whilst we were looking at the beehives, and we saw the queen bee too, which was amazing. I rolled a ball because the man had to scrape a little bit of this off. So I rolled it into a ball, and it looks like that. Just saying, these smell really nice. The wasp one doesn't. Yeah. Okay, so now moving on to the paper. So, these are worker bees. They don't do any work at all. Sorry, those are the worker bees. The drone bees don't do any work at all. And all the work they do is just they try to mate the queen, and they have really big eyes to see the queen better. And they've got really kind of flat bodies, if you can see there. And something like that. So now moving on to the worker bees. The worker bees do most of the work, but they're females. The males don't do any. I know, right? So the worker bees get the eggs in there, get the honey, get everything. They're kind of the boss, but the queen is the main boss. So yeah, and they kind of look like that. Smaller eyes and smaller body and all that. Now the queen is the biggest of all, and the main one in the whole nest. And she lays hundreds of eggs. So yeah, in her hive, sorry. And maybe when the queen gets too old or something like that, they just move out of their home, and it creates a swarm. So they just like find a new home with the queen and just buzz off. So this is how it looks like. It's not that small on the piece of paper. It's much bigger than the other ones. Much bigger. So yeah, thank you for doing everything. Bye bye.